Yep. Okay. Welcome to Schemin' and Dreamin', a.k.a. two guys who are going to dock at Dockside.
This podcast will cure your seasonal depression or your money back.
Facts. Let's get started with Pornhub comments. There's nothing like opening up to a little Pornhub. You ever jerk off in the morning?
Everyone does. You get morning wood for a reason.
Yep. You wake up bricked up. So, this video is called Whore Zelda Served the Traveler in the Tavern Heart, Molly Red Wolf.
Hey, what's she look like?
I don't know. She's got like fake elf ears on. I don't know. Wait, what? You want to watch it?
You just know how to turn me on.
So, this comment, this is a long one, but it's got 4 likes in 20 minutes.
Okay.
So, that's how you know it's a good start. After experiencing an omega-sized nut, I realized porn is temporary, the boys are forever. Please help a brother chase his dream. I'm trying to make people forget about their troubles through my videos. Please check out something on YouTube. The Hub is insanely supportive. I've seen it. Drop a sub if you mess with these vids. Thank you, Hub Gang. The fact that he called it a Hub Gang just made it worth, like, reading. And another one was, I would love to spend an hour with a girl like this. I mean, I would 100% end up disappointing her, and then spend the remaining 59 minutes, 30 seconds crying in the corner, but still ... I
saw one, and it was fucking my stepsister underneath a table.
Yeah.
And it was just a whole comment section of people letting you know to drink water, exercise for 30 minutes, and be healthy. Once again, they thank the community.
Yeah, I love Pornhub comments. Those get me off more than any video code.
I was about to say that.
So what did you do over the weekend?
Oh, I went to a farmer's market.
How was that?
I don't know. I eat Indian food there every time I go.
How was the Indian food?
Tremendous.
Really? I've never had Indian food, I don't think.
It's really good. You ever had Middle Eastern food?
No.
No. A lot of curries.
No, nothing.
They cook chicken well.
Really?
I'm a bird expert, too. You know that.
Yeah, you do love flipping birds.
Flipping racks and making stacks. I was making $10.50 an hour doing that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I wanted to jump into how soft Twitter is.
All right, go ahead.
So I saw his video on Twitter.
All right.
And you know, like, in, like, farm country in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, you got a bunch of, like, Regises and all that in the town.
Yeah.
Dude, there's this giant grain mill. It weighed, like, 100,000 pounds, and it fell over. Mm-hmm. And this dude made a full video, got over 1 million likes, talking about how, like, that dude shouldn't have recorded it and should have stopped it.
Was he going to fucking catch it?
Yeah.
You think Superman lived on the farm?
Oh, dude, it was some 12-year-old kid with a weird voice, punchable face. I
love Twitter because on one end, it's just like people just don't give a fuck, and on the other end, just people are so sensitive. Like, they'll drop ice cubes under their fridge and be like, "Why did the community not pick them up for me?" Like, you guys are a bunch of bigots. Like, I love it. I love all of it.
It's just people going back and forth at each other. It's great in that sense.
I was last night, my girlfriend fell asleep and I was still awake. I told both of you guys this story, but it was just so funny that I need everybody to hear it. So she fell asleep, and it's like, I'm not tired at all. It's like 11. I don't usually fall asleep till like 2. And so I put my headphones in and I was on Twitter, and it was this guy trolling, like, bunch of video games. It was like 5-minute long video on Twitter, and he's in a COD lobby, and he's just pissing off everyone because he's throwing smokes at people and then running in front of their bullets at hardcore, so they're dying every time because he's just running in front of them. And then they'd be like, "Who's throwing smoke?" He'd be like, "Who, me?" And like, "Who are you talking to, me?" And so this guy goes, "You sound like a sex offender." He goes, he was like, he's like, "You know what the hardest part about being a sex offender is?" And the guy goes, "Boy," he goes, "Clean the blood out of my clown costume." And I lost it, dude. Like, I'm trying so hard to not laugh. And she's like, "Jake, I can literally feel the bed, like, moving because of how hard you're laughing." And then he was playing NASCAR game. and he was doing a race, and he changed his name to Dale Earnhardt Died, LOL. And, and, and he would be like, so in that you like people hate when you crash into their cars. And he wait till the last lap, and this guy was in first. He was in second. Knocked this dude out of the way. And he just takes first. He's like, "Yeah, I won first." He's like, "It was a battle this race." He just like people were screaming like, "That was a battle."
That's some Lightning McQueen shit,
dude. It was the funniest fucking thing ever. His name was Dale Earnhardt Died, and then he told this joke. He joins a race. He goes, "What's the difference between Dale Earnhardt and my computer?" And they were like, "What?" He goes, "I get mad whenever my computer crashes."
That's hilarious.
Dude, I was in tears, and I literally got up and left the room because I was laughing so hard at this dude on Twitter.
We could end the podcast at 7 minutes after that.
Yeah, I don't think we're topping that for the rest.
I'll top you.
So I want to go into a little rant here
Go
about a
ahead.
movie I watched. It's called Zombie Strippers. It came out in 2008. So the leading actors were the guy who played Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street
Okay.
and Jenna Jameson, the porn star.
I don't know that.
She's a retro porn star, like a VHS tape like porn star.
Oh, okay.
Like I
What's
think
her name?
Jenna Jameson. Like I think the dude in American Pie was spanking his meat to her in like the opening scene. But so while Ben does that, I'm going to talk about this movie. So the first like 15, 20 minutes, this movie's only an hour and a half long. So the first 15, 20 minutes were kind of a blur to me. But what I gathered was there was a zombie like drug they were testing and some army base, and the zombie got out and it ran to a strip club. So the rest of the film takes place in the strip club. And Jenna Jameson's like the huge headline stripper of this place. And Freddy Krueger is like this weird ass owner. And he works with this Mexican janitor who's very clearly white. So it was like super racist. Like he's just a chubby white guy. Like if you weighed like 15 more pounds and dyed your hair black and just had the mustache.
Did he put on like Mexican face for the
It was a
role?
fake mustache. And he kept saying Holmes and shit in the essay. Like throughout the movie. And then he dies in like this heroic stand. But anyway.
How heroic.
It was just complete bullshit. So let me get into this before I get off track. So Jenna Jameson's doing the dance. She gets attacked by the zombie. And the strip club killed the zombie. Like the people working there. I think the DJ punched it to death. And so she got bit and she died for like a second. And then she gets up and goes back to her like station in the back room. Mm-hmm. And she had like a private one. And so all the other strippers are like real concerned. And they're like, what the fuck? Like she was just dead. And so I forgot the main character, the main stripper girl is this like Christian girl.
Okay.
And she's only stripping because her grandma needs a colonoscopy. Like, I'm not making that up. Like, that's actually what happens. So she starts stripping and she sucks on stage or whatever. And then I told you there's a lot of moving parts in this movie. So Jenna Jameson comes back out. Like, she just says nothing. She just walks out covered in blood, like shit missing from her neck, and dances. And she just absolutely kills it. Like, the crowd goes nuts. And she grabs the dude. She's like, come with me to the back room. She brings him in the back room. And then very graphically, it shows her eat this man's penis. And then, yeah. Like you can see it in her mouth. And then once she does that, the guy's still bleeding in the chair. She goes, but there's more. And then goes back and eats his balls. And it's very graphic. So I'm not making this up. So, anyway, so as the movie progresses, she starts like biting all the other strippers because the other strippers are asking her to, because they want to be as good of a stripper as she is, because the zombie enhances her dancing abilities. And the crowd's still going nuts, and Freddy Krueger's like,
This dude
awesome.
live?
What?
The dude that got his dick
No, he died. And so
Okay.
after he died, Freddy Krueger was like, this is great for business. Like, we just got to clean up the body. So he makes a fake Mexican guy clean up the body every single time. And so it's like rinse and repeat throughout the whole movie. He locks the doors. So everyone in there is just like the strip club's packed. And so strippers are just killing people and dancing and repeating. And then as the movie goes on, the strippers start to get like raggedy ass old zombies. And so they're starting to lose their touch. Like fingers are falling off and shit. And then like people are becoming more infected. Like the guys that are dying become zombies too. And so Freddy Krueger's like, this is when the movie takes a turn for the great, like just to become incredible. So they're all locked in, like all the people that aren't zombies. Like the Christian girl and her boyfriend and Freddy Krueger and like 2 other strippers and the Mexican janitor, fake Mexican. So they're locked in the room, and Freddy Krueger's sitting behind his office desk with a gun, and he's like, what the fuck? He was like, oh, I thought you guys were infected, and then they're like, no, do you have more of those? And Freddy Krueger pulls out a fucking NRA card. Goes, do I have more of these? He's just got a bunch of guns. And then he was like, I don't know how to turn the safety off, though. And they're like, what the hell do you mean? You have a million guns. He's like, yeah, but I just have the card, you know? And so they go out there, they fight a bunch of zombies, and then there's too many zombies, and then the government comes in, like the people from before that I wasn't really paying attention to. And they get all their clothes ripped off. So the army people are pretty much butt-ass naked, too. So all the zombies die, and then Freddy Krueger dies, the Mexican guy dies. And,
Heroic stand, though.
yeah, and then the Catholic girl's like, I'm not going to be a stripper anymore. And the movie ends.
That movie sounds electric.
So I decided to start doing a scale, because I'm going to rate good movies out of 10. And then shitty bad movies out of 10. So like if a shitty good movie. So like if a movie's so bad that it's good, it gets a higher score. But if it's shitty, I'm gonna give it a lower score. So I'm gonna give Zombie Strippers a 7 out of 10. Because the beginning sucked and I don't really remember the ending. But the whole middle part of the movie is just perfect cinema.
I would have said a 9 or a 10.
No, the beginning really doesn't grab you, and the movie's only like an hour 20 minutes.
That's perfect for a movie.
Yeah, but like the first 20 minutes, you're like, oh, dude, what the fuck is happening?
Dude, you got an hour.
Yeah, you get an hour of greatness, but like the 20 minutes of it, you need to put something in there.
I looked up Jen Jameson, by the way. Mm-hmm. She is one of the people that hooked up with Dennis Rodman.
Really?
And Marilyn Monroe.
No way.
Yep.
Marilyn Monroe died in like the 50s.
Or no, I meant Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Same person, right?
Dude, Marilyn Manson got like a bunch of his ribs removed so he can suck his own dick, right?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Take a guess at what his sexual fantasy was with her.
Oh, it can't be anything good.
All this from a quick Google search.
All right, what is it?
Take a guess.
Her dressing up like his dad.
I wish. He wanted to burn her alive and have sex with her.
I kind of wish my guess was right.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. He's a weird dude.
Yeah, he is, but he's handsome.
He is handsome.
He's good sucking his own meat.
Yeah, I wish I can.
Dude, so like I have a theory about that. I think like you know how sometimes like jerking off almost feels like tedious?
Yeah.
I feel like if I could, like I would get to the point of sucking my own dick where I'd be like, I don't even enjoy it anymore.
Do you think he could eat his own asshole?
Now that is something that I would never get sick of. Because I feel like that would just be like, God snapped when he put a G-spot in your asshole.
Yeah, he did his thing. That's how you know he's real.
Yeah. Because there's no way by coincidence that would happen.
Can you imagine Marilyn Manson in jail, though, and the first day, like, he just sucks his own dick in front of the prisoners?
Dude, like, if there's, like, 15 in the same cell.
And he's just blowing himself. People are getting stabbed.
Yeah, they're like, he's just in the corner. Like, the guard walks by, oh, Marilyn's still sucking his own meat.
Dude, like, you can't hate a man that could do that.
Oh, it's tough. Didn't he get in trouble recently?
I feel like he's got in trouble for a lot.
I kind of want to look up, because I feel like he did something, like, really, really bad recently.
He was like R. Kelly before R. Kelly. He had his own, dare I say, slaves?
No, don't you dare say that.
Dare I say?
Oh, he's got lawsuits.
For what?
I want to see the most recent one.
Free him.
Oh, and I started watching, what was the show? Me and my girlfriend, I.
Oh, there you go. English major.
Thank you. We, started watching, the morning show on Apple TV.
What?
Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston.
Okay.
And it's basically like, it's like kind of like a Me Too show. So like Steve Carell is also in the show, and he was like the head guy with Jennifer Aniston on the show, like the news anchor. And it's like the biggest show, like news show.
Mm-hmm.
And he became like a bunch of things leaked out about him like fucking being like a sexual predator pretty much. And I'm not very far, but like most of the studio knows that he was like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And it's just so hard for me. Like I like the show, but it's really hard for me to like think of Steve Carell as like a sexual predator.
Yeah,
So I always think of him on The Office.
Yeah, they should have casted like Matt Lauer or someone like that.
Somebody like that looks like, I guess you could say it could be anyone. Like could be your whole thing, but like I just like want to laugh every time he's on.
He was in The Office. He was Michael.
It's so dramatic, the show too, and I just want to laugh every single time that he's on there. Like he's talking about like, oh, I never raped her, it was all consensual, and like I'm just like, dude, like this is Steve Carell. It's fucking hilarious. So I looked at Marilyn Manson. So he did recently get in trouble.
For what?
Evan and Rachel Wood accused him of abuse.
Oh, yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, for over a decade, he issued something. And he also belongs to the Church of Satan.
Oh.
And I feel like more celebrities should get into that.
Wait, they have their own church?
Yes, is what I saw.
Damn. I would have thought they would have chose something else.
What do you mean?
Like, isn't it church for God, so they're just Church of Satan?
It's like, it's kind of like reverse psychology, I feel like.
What other celebrities do you think are in the Church of Satan?
Dude, who's that guy that Artie Hammer? Wasn't that the guy that just got in trouble for trying to eat people? He like tried to eat his girlfriend. He's like a cannibal in real life.
Really?
Yeah, he got canceled because he's a cannibal.
That was like his fetish thing. There were like these DMs that came out of him messaging not his wife. Like,
they wanted to eat him.
I want to take off pieces of your skin and like cook them and eat them.
That's awesome though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, wasn't he a good actor too? He was in a good movie
He's
recently.
in Social Network.
Yeah, he just got like a lot of praise for some movie.
Call Me by Your Name.
Yes, Call Me by Your Name with Timothy Chalamet.
The headquarters is in New York.
I'm surprised he didn't try and eat Timothy Chalamet, but he's like all bone. He's like 90 pounds.
You want to go to
He's like the opposite of Ben.
Oh, yeah, he's fucking small.
Who, Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah, he's getting lost in between the couch cushions.
Girls are obsessed with him though.
Yeah,
Like-
Church of Satan.
No, not the Church of Satan. I think they're obsessed with Timothy Chalamet.
I think both.
Yeah, it could be both.
The headquarters is 5.5 hours away in New York.
The headquarters of the Church of Satan's in New York?
Yeah, it's in Pooh.
Shiesty?
The nickname is the Queen City of the Hudson. That's by Zach.
Dude, holy shit. That's over by fucking the Catskills, huh?
Yeah, it's right out there.
That's awesome. Dude, okay, so
We have to go.
guys, we're going to do a very special episode very soon where we're going to drive to the Church of Satan and try and join.
If we get like 100,000 views every video, just know we sold our soul.
Yeah, 1,000%. We're gonna be giving Satan a lap dance with Lil Nas X soon.
We're about to be tatted up and everything. I can't wait.
So I wanted to ask you about. I don't think Andrew's even heard this about our get rich scheme. If everything doesn't work out in our lives,
The Scorpions.
the Scorpions.
You
Exactly.
want me to explain this?
I want you to explain it very thoroughly.
Andrew, just give me a good idea or a bad idea for this, okay? You with me?
Okay.
So a galleon,
Galleon.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm sipping on the Blue 101.
The Galleon Mall.
A galleon of scorpion venom costs how much, do you think?
How much do you think you could sell a gallon of scorpion venom for?
I mean, in today's market,
Yeah.
probably a gallon?
A gallon.
A gallon.
Somewhere around $100,000.
Yeah, you're
You're
off.
way off.
It's in the millions.
What?
Yeah.
It was $39 million.
Yeah, Ben at one point.
$39 million per gallon, first search.
Yeah. So Ben at one point had down to how many scorpions we'd need to milk a day to get the venom. And
You would need 64,500 scorpions.
yeah, to get 39. So we decided when we were like 19 that if we get to a point in our lives where we're like, we're not making enough money, we're going to move out to the desert, like by Vegas, and just live in sleeping bags and try and milk scorpions and then lose all the money in Vegas immediately after.
Well, yeah, but you got to spend money to make money. Then we're going to go back to the life. 'Cause
Yeah, we're
addicted to
gonna
the
we're gonna
life.
bet all of it on red immediately, or black, for sure.
I can't wait for this idea.
Yeah, we're gonna just leave our family and stuff, and there's gonna be no trace of us.
But we are going to make so much money.
Yeah, that's why I'm scared. Like I told my girlfriend that if we ever try and like plan a vacation, that I cannot go to Vegas because I would lose everything.
I would bet. I would stay in the casino.
I would be like that Family Guy episode where Stewie and Brian do. They lose the deed to their house.
Yeah. I'd be betting my kidneys on red.
I mean, I still have naming rights to your first two born kids.
I got your first.
You got my first. I got your first two.
I might name them milk jugs.
Milk jugs. Well, I know that regardless of the gender of your child or the sex, however it identifies, pronouns, anything,
It'll identify. Don't worry about that.
its middle name is going to be Pau. Like P-A-U. Like Pau Gasol.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but the boy's name is going to be Batman if it's a boy. And if it's a girl, it's going to be Chlamydia.
And I like the name, or bleep her name, but she likes the name Sabignu.
What, does she like Guardrail? Because that's also
Guardrail's a good one.
That's also in the...
If you say it slow, it sounds like you're about to say Guardian Angel, so I love it for a female name.
No, it's going to be the boy. And maybe Tyre.
Tyre's a good one.
Tyre would be good. Could you imagine preschool? Like, Tyre pisses his pants.
They put him down.
Or when they're in high school, Chlamydia is just like the biggest slut in the world, and she's sucking off teachers.
No, Chlamydia would be like, she wouldn't be a slut. She would be all about God.
No.
It'd be the
That is not the demographic I'm shooting for
No,
with your children.
It would be like the opposite of the name.
No. So what's Tyre gonna be?
He won't
What's the
drive.
opposite of Tyre?
He won't drive.
We're not talking about my brother.
He'll rollerblade everywhere.
Don't.
Tyre would go straight to any sport he wanted.
What was your? Didn't you have a theory for your kid about bringing him to Africa?
No, we said we were going to adopt a kid.
Yeah, from Africa and put him in the crocodile-infested waters, in like a basket, like Moses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were just gonna send them down the river, and if they survived, they could definitely big boy somebody in the post.
Yeah.
That was our idea.
I mean, who's going to guard him in the post? That's a good backstory.
No.
ESPN would run with that every Sunday
One
night
of us would
football.
have to die, though.
Yeah.
Dude, I love when ESPN does that on draft night. They're like, here's a guy who's a 5-star cornerback. He watched his mom die in a car accident from his window while he was watching SpongeBob.
When T. Higgins got drafted, it was all about how his mom was addicted to crack.
Yeah. Dude, that's my favorite. I fucking love ESPN for that.
They do not care.
Dude, ESPN just goes balls to the wall.
He had a really good junior season, but his senior season dipped off because his father was brutally murdered.
Because he watched his dad get shot in a car wash. That's just classic.
That's ESPN.
Dude, they got someone watching it. Oh, dude, this guy's going to be a 5-star athlete.
30 for 30.
Dude, it's like a real life My Career in 2K.
I know. They're good at it, though.
2K?
No, ESPN. That's why they're the worldwide leader in sports.
Not for long. They're not doing great recently.
Who's taking over?
Barstool, pretty much.
Yeah, that'd be sweet if Barstool had their own show. You ever watch Barstool Van Talk?
I did, and then they got canceled after the second episode, right?
After the first, the
yeah.
second one never got aired.
Yeah, they had a good interview for the second one. I forgot.
Did you see when they had, fans were able to send them stuff and they sent them a dead octopus? And it just smelled like shit in the office.
What was I going to say? Oh, I wanted to ask you, what's your least favorite holiday and why?
My least favorite holiday.
My girlfriend hates Halloween.
No, Halloween's a top tier holiday.
That's why I said it's top 3.
What do you got? Christmas 1.
Christmas, Halloween, New Year's.
Thanksgiving's in the running too, right?
No, I don't like Thanksgiving because every year I go to my uncle's and
Yep.
oh, where stuffs you like a turkey? Fuck you, Ben. But anyway, he cooks the food and the food is so bad, dude. It's either too salted or not enough salt, and it's either super dry or it's just like, dude, what the fuck am I eating? So I hate Thanksgiving. All right, so what's yours? Sorry.
I'll go my top 3 in order.
All right, let me hear it.
I got Christmas 1 because everyone's happy.
Yeah, Christmas is the best. Especially when it's snowing outside and you're
Yeah.
fucking open gifts. It's great.
Yeah, Christmas, Cinco de Mayo. You know I love
You
Cinco
do
de
love
Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. You called off of work once.
I do it every year for Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, that's electric.
I threw up at your apartment because I ate a family-sized thing of sushi before drinking tequila.
Yeah, and then you walked to your mom's house, even though you didn't
Yeah.
live at your mom's.
I faked a phone call.
Yeah, you go, won't fucking stop calling me. And then you walked out and I never saw you again. I didn't see you again for a week.
I threw up all over my room. I woke up and tried to blame it on the dog.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I would say probably then Halloween,
Yeah,
New-
Halloween's top 3.
New Year's, Thanksgiving.
Because I'm trying to plan my Halloween costume with my girlfriend already. And I want to go as peanut butter and jelly in like giant fucking suits. But she won't do it. She's like, I hate Halloween. I don't want to plan that far ahead.
I want to go as OJ.
Because last year we went as Squints. Wait, hold on. What?
I want to get
Nicole Brown.
Yeah, OJ Nicole Brown. That's a top tier costume.
Dude,
And we get like a white Bronco that we
Remember
drive
when
in.
you wanted to go as Max Kellerman and Stephen
Stephen
A.
A. Smith.
You want us two to do that?
Yeah, it was in front. I wanted to get the full hair.
Like,
I was going to get a real receding hairline up to there and blackface.
yeah. Everyone you asked told you not to do that.
But I had it down pat with the voice.
Yeah, you do your Stephen A. voice.
Here, say a bad sports take.
Um,
Preferably about the Cowboys or something because he hates them.
the Cowboys have the best quarterback in football currently.
You have the unmitigated temerity to sit up there and bloviate, and the Cowboys ain't even in first place.
You know what?
Tell me that's not bad.
Let's just do it this year.
That's not
Our
bad.
show will get canceled by then, but it'll be worth it.
It'd be hilarious.
I could be Kellerman. One guy throwing the football. Martians pointing the death beam at Earth. I'm going with Daniel Jones.
That Iguodala thing is all time.
It's my favorite thing ever. They asked Iguodala about
The
it.
Martians pointing the death beam at Earth. I get one person to take the shot. I want Iguodala.
And everyone just gasps.
Isaiah Thomas was there.
Yeah. Dude, that's like my favorite. Iguodala, they asked him about it, and he was like, no way. He's like, it's going to Steph every single time.
My other
He's like, I've hit some big shots, but it's always Steph.
I like the other moment when Jay Williams was there, and they said, "Who's a better clutch shooter, Kawhi or Kobe?" And he said, "Kawhi."
Yeah, dude. I think I could pull off Max Kellerman really, really well.
Dude, we could do this.
I'm so
You
down.
got to rap though,
All right, let me write one and I'll perform it next show.
and talk about boxing.
Jake Paul is the greatest fighter in the history of any fighting ever.
You see him cry on the last Impulsive episode?
No.
He was in like just tears talking about people want to see Jake Paul lose. And he was crying.
Is he going to fight that guy, Tommy Fury?
I don't know.
Tommy Fury's like an actual fighter, though.
Yeah, he's Tyson Fury's brother.
Yeah, he's good, though. He just beat somebody good.
Yeah, he didn't look terrific, but he'll still kill Jake Paul.
I mean, Jake Paul's fought 50-year-olds. Ben Askren's built like you.
Yeah, maybe worse.
No.
Yeah, he's built like a bag of milk.
Dude, I would pay a disgusting amount of money to watch you fight Ben Askren.
Like,
If you took... I bet if you trained for like 4 weeks...
and he didn't train?
And he didn't train once, I think you could beat him.
It would be like a good fight.
Yeah.
Like stand-up only.
You guys would be sweating, hugging by halfway through the first round.
kissing.
Oh, so back to this topic. I want to circle back. My least favorite holiday is going to be very controversial. I fucking hate the 4th of July.
Yeah, it's overrated. I don't like it either.
I hate it.
It's bad for dogs and bad for non-vets.
I don't care about that. I care more about the... I just feel like every year on the 4th of July, the food sucks. It's always hot dogs and fucking... I don't even like hot dogs.
America.
I like hot dogs, but like, I don't want it to be like a holiday food, you know?
It's not...
Unless it's like Ted's. That's about it.
It's such a mid-holiday.
Yeah.
It's hot as shit outside.
And I don't care about fireworks.
Me neither.
Like, they're loud. Like,
People spend 2 paychecks going to PA to get fireworks. For what?
Yeah, I don't like...
I like loud noises as much as the next guy, but...
And I also... go back to high school here. I fucking end up in the hospital on the 4th of July once. Because I got really drunk really early in the morning. Like, probably before 11 a.m. I was hammered.
Before noon, that's
And
why.
then I was at a park, and I had a bottle of straight vodka, like a water bottle, and I funneled it, the entire thing. And then I went to take a piss, and I just passed out in the woods. And then they found me, and I ended up in the hospital, and then the lady was yelling at me, like the nurse or whatever, and my mom was there, and my little brother. And after she spent like a half an hour yelling at me, so I was just dehydrated.
That's when your
Was
little
really
brother
it?
knew.
Yeah, it's like, I want to beat this. But
This is cool.
as soon as she left, I go to my mom, I was like, that woman was a fucking cunt, wasn't she? And my mom was like, yeah, she was. And I knew I was good. I knew I was going to get in no trouble. But yeah, I called her a cunt. Because she was like, how much do you drink? And I was like, oh, I had like 6 beers and some vodka. And then she was like, I can't even do that. And I was like, well, you're a lightweight.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know what to fucking tell you.
Yeah, get your tolerance
Figure it out.
Pussy.
Yeah, you're in a hospital. People are dying. I'm dehydrated. Fuck you. I'm still pissed at that bitch. Fat cunt.
That's kind of sad, though. You had to get your stomach pumped for that.
No, I was just dehydrated. I just needed a little fluid.
Oh, there you go. You're back.
Because I just drank nothing but alcohol that day. I didn't even mix it in water.
Well, yeah. Why would you? I drank a water today, so.
Yeah, so 4th of July is my least favorite.
4th of July is also
Not
up there.
huge on Thanksgiving. Okay, you just heard.
I'm not a big Leif Erikson Day guy either.
Patty's Day's cool.
Patty's Day's elite.
When I was in high school, man, I was getting after it. High school me would outdrink me every day of the week. Yeah, you know what?
You don't really like booze heavy anymore.
I could probably still.
You have a day where you throw it back, but
Yeah, I could probably outdrink high school me still. He was a fucking bitch. But I went to the parade, the ward parade for Patty's Day one year, and I got absolutely annihilated. And there's a picture of me holding a stand, like I was like leaning on it, and somebody from my high school sent it in the Western New York party stories on Twitter. And I got posted.
Oh, shit.
And I got like 500 likes.
Oh, yeah, you peaked.
Yeah.
Remember when we went to the Patty's Day thing and I kept trying to interview people, or I kept trying to be on the interview?
No.
Where they had the camera guy and they were interviewing people? It was, we went up with your brother.
Are you talking about when you try
Or your
to
cousin.
talk to Sal Capaccio after the Bills game against the Colts?
Fuck Sal Capaccio.
I'm also with fuck Sal Capaccio. I
No,
don't like
but
that
it was
dude.
it was for the 4th of July because I kept trying to run up and follow this camera crew. And then I finally got an interview, and I was just the whole time trying to pitch double-sided ketchup bottles.
Yeah, I actually do remember that. That's a terrible idea, though.
No, it's not. All right, how about my other idea?
All right.
Get your ears ready. You're about to be blessed.
All right, let me hear it.
Inmate OnlyFans.
Say inmate?
Yeah.
Like prisoners?
Yes.
How would that work?
You
Do you have a fetish?
No, but listen to this, okay? So some of the top people that girls want to like fuck in that is they have this weird fantasy with like serial killers.
Yeah, like Ted Bundy.
I was just about to say, imagine Ted Bundy if he had an OnlyFans. How much money we would rake in off of his hard work.
But dude, like, who would film it? Like security guards? Like filming just guys just beating their mate?
You could probably give him like a computer. Give him the computer.
I don't know how. I don't know.
You know how much money we can make?
Who would profit though?
We would.
How would we profit from this? Like, I
'Cause
feel
they-
like the inmates would profit or the guards would profit.
No, because we would. They would be using our platform.
But we can't just say inmate OnlyFans. What would we call it? Prisoner's plaything.
That's actually not a bad one. Yeah.
Thank you. I just came up with it.
I was gonna say 25 to life or something, but yeah. that
6 inches to life.
You know how much money we can make off that?
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I just feel like like male OnlyFans doesn't go as well as female OnlyFans too.
It's both.
Like, what, you gonna show a testicle? Like female OnlyFans, they could show like a little nipple or something.
Dude, it's everyone in jail.
Like
Why
a
are you
group shower?
Why are you restricting it to gender? We could do a crossover pod.
Well, you
episode.
just said like Ted Bundy, so I just thought
Yeah, because he was handsome as shit, and everyone didn't think
he
he was
wasn't
guilty.
that
'cause of it.
handsome until Zac Efron played him.
Well, I'm only talking about Zac Efron because he's
Yeah.
dreamy.
He's like 5'5".
Yeah, he's short.
Did you ever see Charlie St. Cloud?
Oh, that's one of the best movies of all time.
That movie sucked.
Dude, shut your fucking mouth.
The movie was awful.
I cried my eyes out at Charlie St. Cloud, and I am not kidding.
Why?
Because it was emotional.
Dude, that movie sucked.
He was good in it.
I mean, he was getting haunted by his little brother was like the whole thing.
Yeah, it was sad, though.
You ever watch 13 Reasons Why?
Now, what's that about? Girl kill herself or something?
Yeah. So, I watched a couple episodes. This is going to be another rant. So, I'm going to give this show, on the shitty scale, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. The only thing I'm ever going to give 0.
Wasn't it like a big deal? Like a lot of people were talking about it?
Yes.
That's why I didn't watch it.
So, the only movie on my shitty scale I'm going to give a 0 is the Addison Rae movie.
No, you got to put that somewhere in the middle.
No, that's should be its own scale. So that's its own section.
Third scale, Addison
So
Rae
after
scale.
0 is Addison Rae. So it's good movies, shitty good movies, and then after 5
TikTok
is shitty
scale.
bad, and then
Let's go
TikTok scale. No, I can't do that because I watch Attaway General, where all of the actors on that show, it was like ER, but they were all TikTokers.
Oh, was Bryce Hall in it?
No, Dixie D'Amelio was.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna give that show like on the TikTok scale, give it a 10 because that show was fantastic.
But you're giving out rookie numbers, no decimals.
I'm gonna give it like a 9.
I mean, now you can't take back.
I'm gonna give it like a
the
6.9. So
pizza review. You can't take back
the 13 Reasons Why show, I'm gonna give it 1 out of the shitty bad scale.
Who's in it?
Fuck, like nobody big, but so I watched the first season and it's basically just this guy who liked this girl. The girl killed herself. And the guy was like an outcast in school, and she was like a whore, pretty much. One of the reasons she put that she killed herself, is because they made a list of girls with the fattest asses in the school, and she was number 1.
It's crazy in high school you'd be embarrassed by that, but like any other time in your
That's
life.
a compliment.
It'd be like, yeah, number one.
Hell yeah. I got a nice ass. I feel like even high school girls wanted.
That number 2 girl just fucking couldn't take that throne,
Hey,
though.
nothing wrong with Silver.
Yeah, but now she's gold, you know what I mean? That's a lot of pressure on her.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, so it was a big thing about this show was it was super graphic.
Oh.
Like when they showed her suicide, and it was like really like her cutting herself in the bathtub, and so I stopped after the first. There's 4 seasons of this, and so my girlfriend watched the entire second season, and she said there was this scene where it was this kid. He got violently raped in the bathroom stall by a broom. And it was like
what?
A broomstick, like the end of a broom.
Oh.
And they showed it, like super in detail. And then he ends up shooting up the school in the start of the new season.
I don't blame him.
And I told Andrew about this, and he said, what a character arc for this guy.
It's true.
Like, could you imagine getting cast into this show?
This is your big break.
Yeah, like you're reading through the script, you're at home, you're like, man, I'm so pumped. Like, this is a huge Netflix deal. Like, I'm going to be a star. And then it's like, okay, I'm getting raped by a what? And then it's like, you're like, all right, that season was a mess. And then you show up for the new table read or whatever for the next season. It's like, oh, so now I'm shooting up the school.
Who had the broom?
One of the bullies of the high school.
Oh. I didn't know if it was just...
This kid was like, I remember him from the first season. He was just like a little weirdo. Like he was just taking pictures of girls like on his Polaroid.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, like well, not in that way. It was like
Yeah, I know what you're talking
they were
about.
home changing. He was out in the bush. He'd be like,
Oh, so he was like...
he was cool, I guess. Like
was,
he probably could have sold those pictures for
There was like my old neighbor. I'm not going to say his name, but this is a true story here.
All right, let me hear it.
When I first lived on Willowdale.
I didn't even know you lived on Willowdale.
You know, right across from Southgate Plaza?
Yeah.
So, like, me and a couple of my friends, or my couple of friends and I, if I'm being
Nice
correct
job.
here.
Good
Thank
job.
you. Like
That's
that
a college education.
Thank you. ECC vet. We would be, like, playing, and we would look over and be like, get out of the bushes. And he would just run out of the bushes. And there was one time I was taking a shower, and my shower had a window.
Uh-huh.
And it was open, and I was in, like, 4th grade. And I look out of the window, and I just see him staring at me.
You're like, come in.
Yeah.
So, how old was he?
Same age as me.
Oh.
He used to ride his skateboard to the res to get cigs.
No, that's just cool. I'll never forget. When I was in high school, there was this kid. I'm not gonna say
Say the name. They'll bleep it. Bleep it.
Yeah, bleep it, please. So he, his thing, like I never really talked to him in high school. Like he was funny. Like I knew, like he was a cool kid. He was like not part of my friend group. And every time I would see him, I'd go do a flip. No matter where he was, he would throw his books down and flip. It was so cool. And I would do it with him every day because we would walk the same route to get to class. I'd be like, yo, do a flip. And then he'd just be like, okay, and throw his books and just do it.
We played it was like my junior year of high school or sophomore. And Shirk invited me to a football game. So I played football. Was there.
Yeah.
And
bleep it again.
No, you don't even have to believe it. It's a good story.
All right.
And there was one time where, like, it was like the first play of the game, and I catch a pass, I stiff arm him to the ground, right?
Yeah.
No one. I'm sprinting. This is back when I was 165 pounds, so I was kind of quick.
Yeah, you lost 100. You gained 100 since then, right?
Yeah, 120.
Yeah.
But wide open touchdown, and I'm running, and I'm like, no one's catching me. Percy comes up behind me, picks me up, and slams me.
Holy shit.
From the dead. And every time he tackled someone, he slammed them. It was incredible.
Dude, that kid's probably fucking... He'd be Ray Lewis without the murder.
I was just going to say, I think he was watching Ed Reed highlights.
Ray Lewis definitely killed that guy, right?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
We're all on board with that.
It's crazy
Fucking murderer.
Yeah, and he's still on TV and that. People
I mean,
look up to him.
OJ's on our wall still.
I mean, he's innocent though. What?
I feel like he chopped off her head.
No, it's not OJ. He played for the Bills.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good Twitter follow too.
Oh, he's hilarious on Twitter.
All right, so you want to do a fuck, marry, kill before we send off?
Yeah. You want to give 2 names? I'll give 1 or something, or how do you want to do this? I liked when we each gave a name.
Who's that guy? Carew from the Panthers. What was his first name?
Who?
Carew. He was he killed like 5 people.
Oh, dude.
He was a wide receiver. Okay, you give a name.
Are we going football players?
I was doing murderer athletes.
Okay, I'm trying to think of athletes who we may have forgot about that were good.
I was just gonna do athletes that have killed someone.
Oh, okay. I can get down this list. I just need a second to think.
So I'm gonna throw Ray Lewis in there.
That Brazilian guy.
Pistorius.
Oh, fuck. I was going to say
Pistorius. Ray Caruth.
I don't know who that is, so I'm going to replace that with... Man, my favorite's Johann Belcher.
But, dude, Caruth killed like 10 people. And he ran away with 3,000... He got... When they captured him, in his truck, he had, outside of a motel, he had $3,900 cash, 5 bottles of urine, extra clothes, candy bars, and a cell phone.
That's kind of tough.
And the Panthers only waived him that day because he had a morals clause in his contract. He was a good receiver, though.
So he could have bet on the team still?
Yeah, he's currently serving an 18 to 24-year prison sentence. Actually, 40 years with a maximum of 50 for the murder of somebody Adams, a girl named Adams.
Dude, anytime I try to go on a website, this comes up.
Oh, shit.
But
I'm going to put Caruth in there, Ray Lewis, and you can do the last one.
All right, give me a second. I'm just looking at crimes right now. Oh, this is easy. Kellen Winslow Jr.
What did he do? I remember him. He was a wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
For the Titans? He was on the Titans.
He was on a lot of teams.
Yeah, who'd he kill?
Tampa, he was killing old people.
Oh, yeah.
Because he smoked synthetic weed and he would, like, fuck, like,
really old
not
people?
really consensually, 85-year-old old people and kill a couple people.
Okay, so Kellen Winslow, Ray Caruth, and Ray Lewis.
He was Aaron Hernandez before Aaron Hernandez.
So I'm gonna kill Winslow.
Yeah,
I got a soft spot for old people.
Me too. That's kind of disgusting.
I'm gonna fuck Caruth, and I'm gonna marry Ray Lewis because I feel like he'll give me good speeches before my day starts.
Yeah, but he'd also give you speeches before he tears you apart.
Yeah, but like you gotta take the good with the bad in marriage.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
I'm also killing Kellen Winslow. Kind of a dirtbag.
Yeah.
Plus, kind of a shitty tight end. Played for the U though. Gonna kill him. Get fucked by Ray Lewis.
You gonna marry Caruth?
Yeah, because of the bottles of urine.
He had 5 bottles of piss in his car outside of a motel, dude. If he's in the motel with $3,900 cash, why the hell do you need a piss in a bottle? I love that.
Did you ever pee in a bottle when you played video games or something like zombies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm marrying him.
Dude, one of my best friends in middle school.
Mm-hmm. Name drop.
His name's I went to his house once, and it was when Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was out. And that was the tits back then.
Mm.
And this kid had 4 2-liters of piss under his bed, and his room was under construction, so he would piss in the wall like a glory hole. And his mom actually found out he was doing that because the whole house started to smell like piss because of his wall.
Yeah, I used to pee in bottles and dump them out my window.
Yeah, didn't you tell me one time when you were in the hospital, you used to dump your piss, like you didn't know you could use the bathroom in the hospital, so you'd piss in your apple juice bottle and dump it out the hospital window?
Dude, I don't think that's me.
You told me that.
I don't think so.
You said you had like a kidney thing in like 4th grade.
I did have a kidney thing and going into 7th.
You said you were full, your actual quote was, I was going full Bear Grylls mode. I was based off survival, and when I found out I could use the bathroom, I was already past the point of doing it.
Maybe I just... It sounds right. I think I did piss in bottles.
Dude, that's like word for word a quote you told me.
It's probably true then. It's definitely true.
All right. Well, while everyone thinks about the times they pissed, we'll get back to you next week.
I drank urine one time on accident.
We'll leave that up for interpretation.
No. Can I tell a story?
Yeah, go ahead.
So there was one day I was in high school.
You were in high school, so urine was not foreign to you yet.
No, I was super hungover.
All right.
And I walked past my brother's room, and I saw that he had a bottle of lemon lime Gatorade. It said lemon lime. So I took it, chugged half of it. It was his piss.
All right. Well, we'll end it on there. Go Bills.
If you like urine...
If you like urine, you've tuned into the right podcast.